This video is a Bybit tutorial for beginners. It doesn't matter if you don't want to trade on Bybit. If you already to any other cryptocurrency exchange, that's even okay because they are more or less, let's say, more than 99% like each other. If you know how to work with one crypto exchange, the rest of them is just like that one. We're going to go over getting fiat and cryptocurrencies on and off the platform. Then we'll go over trading on Bybit, including how to actually trade, how to set up the chart, how to buy and sell. We're going to get over getting fiat and cryptocurrencies on and off the platform. Then we'll go over trading on Bybit, including how actually trade and how to buy and sell, or let's say go long and short, how to set the stop loss, all the things you need. Also how to trade in derivative markets, which you really need, and I think most of you are here to get to know that. So long story short, everything you need to know as a trader or investor, whether you want to trade derivatives or let's say futures market, or you want to just trade a spot, or let's say invest and buy some asset, this video is for you. So without any further ado, let's get into it. You can use my affiliate link down in the description and you have the chance up to winning up to $30,000 by just signing up to the platform. Plus you have a mystery box, which is another plus chance of winning up to 5,000 USDT. So overall 35,000 US dollars, and who knows, maybe you're gonna be the winner. Make sure to use my link down in the description and enjoy it. Well, of course, first you need to sign up to the platform. So that's easy, just like any other website or platform. Sign up. You can sign up using your Google or any other type of email, or using your Facebook or any other recommendations that the platform is recommending you. Then I highly recommend to do your KYC, the short form for Know Your Customer, because previously most of the exchanges, platforms, including Bybit, they used to give services like even trading, depositing, withdrawing, opening positions, let's say trading and almost doing everything, but with some limitations which were not really that much. You could do it without KYC, but now you have to do your KYC, otherwise you can't do anything, almost can't do anything. So you have to do that. That's really easy. There is a step by step. You can use your driving license, you can use your national ID card, your passport, whatever it is. You know, the steps are really clear. But what I want to talk about here and now is just the first thing is the security. So just going to your profile and just tap on account on security. Then as you can see here, there are lots of things which you can do to increase the security of your profile. So the first thing that you can do is you can set up SMS authentication, but I do not recommend it because if you lose your cell phone, your line, if something happens, you know, it can become tricky. But I highly recommend to do email authentication and then identity verification, which is KYC, by the way, which mine is level 2. So level 0 is just you know, setting up your account, signing up and verifying by your email address, which is not allowing you doing so much on the platform. Next is to go for level 1 verification, which is enough. You can do everything, almost everything. Then if I just click on view, it's gonna pop onto next one, as you can see. So the basic is just, the benefits is just coin withdrawal. If you already have a coin on the platform, you can just withdraw up to 20,000 USDT daily and up to 100k monthly. But the level 1, the benefit is you can do P2P trading, peer-to-peer. You can just buy and sell your buy assets with your fiat or bank card, which I'm going to talk about later on in this video. Just sell your assets and convert them to fiat. You can do fiat top up to 20k daily, and you can do coin withdrawals worth up to 1 million USDT daily, which I think it can serve almost everyone. More event bonuses are just the things which you can just research for yourself. The requirements is, as I told you, the ID verification, a selfie, and the estimated duration is 1 hour, but for me it was like less than 5 minutes. Then the level 2 is just like level 1, but it gives you daily top up to 100k and daily withdrawal up to 2 million USDT. If you can do that, I would really be happy for you guys. So the requirements is just the proof of your address. I don't want to get into more details because everything while you want to attempt doing your KYC is crystal clear by the platform, so you don't need anything from me to tell you. So the next thing I want to tell you is the fiat deposit. How can you bring your money into the platform, your own currency, whether it's USD, it's CAD, Canadian dollars, Great Britain's pound, whatever it is, euros, whatever your currency is. There are two main ways to do that, which I'm going to talk about it. The first way is to do it like this, and the next one, which is easier, I'm going to tell you right after this one. So it's really easy. You're going to go to the top left corner here and go here to fiat deposit. It's really easy. As you can see, I'm living in Turkey and it's automatically set to TRY, Turkish lira, but you can just use, for example, US dollars, and these are the payment methods you can. If you're living in United States, it says wire transfer for US banks. You can do wire transfer also, but with Swift code. You can just do with AdviCash wallet. You just enter the amount that you want to deposit, $1,000, whatever it is, and just go following the steps, and it's really easy. But the other way is that more or less lots of the countries that, due to my knowledge, for example, here in Turkey, we have BTC Turk. In lots of countries in Canada, there are other options. More or less other countries have this. You have your own local type of your own country exchange, which you can just do your KYC, do the same procedure as I'm telling you here, and then in there you can quickly just with your bank card transfer your money there, buy the asset you want, and then send it here to Bybit for trading, because more or less the volume being traded on local exchanges in countries are not as much as these cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance and Bybit, OKX, or rest of them. Because now as I'm talking to you, Bybit is the second world's largest crypto trading exchange, and of course, for example, here in Turkey, BTC Turk is not even close to this. So I really don't want to trade there because the volume being traded, especially in derivatives market, is not enough. So I'm gonna stick to Bybit. What I do myself is when I want to change something, when I have, for example, Turkish lira, I want to change it, I bring it, I send it in less than a minute via my bank account, mobile application, send it to BTC Turk. Then in there, it's just an example. Maybe you're living in other countries, so you have to do your own research. And if you don't have any, or that's really hard, you can just stick to the first way that I told you by depositing your fiat directly to Bybit, as I told you before. So there are two ways and tips that Bybit is giving you. You can just read it for yourself. But I just send the money, by the way, I just send it directly to BTC Turk, change it to USDT, and then I send the USDT directly to Bybit to start trading. But maybe you think with yourself, I'm gonna pay a lot of fees, two-time fees, one for changing my fiat currency to USDT, then I have to pay another fee to send it to Bybit. Yes and no. Yes, you have to pay those fees, but it's a lot faster. But later on in this video, I'm going to show you how to decrease that amount of fees as much as possible. So 30 cents as I'm talking to you today, it's not higher than that. You can just transfer it, which is not much. So now that you know how to transfer your fiat currency to Bybit, now of course you want to know how to buy crypto. Okay, here's a really easy option. Here you can click on one click buy, and it's more or less just like the same procedure as the previous one, but there are two options. First, let's imagine you use the previous method and you already transferred some of your fiat currency. In my case, it's Turkish lira here, and you have it here. So if I had any, it was popping up here, and then you can use your available balance in your wallet on your platform to buy some crypto. For example, let's say I have 100 Turkish lira, it's gonna worth up to 4 USDT, and so on and on. For example, as we know, USDT is the stable coin for US dollars. So if I choose US dollars, it's gonna be 1-to-1 almost. Let's say if I wanna have one, yeah, it's almost close to 1 USDT. That's all about it. The other way is to, if you don't have any available fiat and you don't want to deposit the fiat, you can directly buy your desired coin. Whether if you want to trade on derivatives, of course you have to buy USDT or USDC, which are two major stable coins to trade for, in derivatives market, or let's say futures market, or let's say leverage trading. There are lots of names for that, but you know what I'm talking about. And then the other way is to go just like the previous method. You can use the P2P, and here are the rates, but the rates are a little bit higher because there are some fees for the bank transfers and for the people who are sometimes selling their assets, which I'm not recommending you to go P2P. It's a little bit still faster than wire transfer, but I do not recommend it. So it's just up to you. So you can just go to bank card, and then by bank card you can just do like as the previous procedure and transfer your money. But in this case, instead of your money coming here to the platform and it's going to show you, okay, you have $100. In that case, if you want to buy USDT, you will have 100 USDT, or you're going to have equal to that whatever coin you want to buy. For example, let's say Bitcoin. If I want to spend 100 USD, it's going to be this amount, this fraction amount of one Bitcoin. So if I want to buy one Bitcoin, it's going to be 26 some $1,000. It's like this amount. So you know what I'm talking about now. Now, the next step, you know how to deposit your fiat currency, you know how to buy a crypto directly, but let's say you already have crypto and you want to transfer it here. If you don't know it, it's really easy. Piece of cake. Come here to the assets and click on deposit, and it's the same procedure is for withdrawals as well. So don't panic, don't mess up your mind. There are just some things which you have to pay attention to. If you want to deposit some Bitcoin, there is only one Bitcoin address for you and there is only one network. But let's say choose that you want to transfer some Ethereum or USDT. In this case, you have to acknowledge the address. Okay, there are different networks to do that. Remember I told you you can reduce the amount of your fees when you want to transfer your assets. So here's how to do it. There are many options here. For example, you have TRC20, you have BSC or BEP20, you have ERC20, and the rest of them. For TRC20, it recently got up. It was on Bybit, it was like 50 cents before. It turned into $2 suddenly, and $2.50 in some cases, and it's too much. What I mostly use BIP20, I use the AVAX C. So these two platforms are so fast, gonna transfer your asset in less than a minute, and the amount of fee you're gonna pay is only 30 cents. You have to go through KYC. So if you're level 1 KYC, you can withdraw up to 1 million worth of USDT, or let's say $1 million. So even if you want to withdraw $1 million, you only gonna pay 30 cents for that. How amazing is that? And the next thing is that you have to copy this address here, and then on the platform or the wallet or the other exchange that you want to transfer your coin, or let's say USDT, you have to copy this address. But what I highly recommend is, although you're gonna copy paste it, always check the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits in the place that you're going to paste this address to make more sure of it that it is the same address, because you know sometimes maybe some odds happening and it's going to become tricky. Who wants to lose money? No one. So the next thing you want to make sure of it is that the chain type, the blockchain type, the network type is the same on both wallets, or let's say both platforms which you want to do the withdraw and deposit, vice versa. Recently, blockchain technology has evolved and it's really good. If you enter a wrong address, it's gonna give you an error. But previously, by previous previously, I mean, a couple of years ago, it was not like that. And if you entered a wrong address, wrong network, your money was just gone. But now, if you choose the wrong network, but the right wallet address, it's going to give you an error. But if you choose vice versa, the right chain, but the wrong address, that's when the thing's going to become really dirty, and you're going to lose your money. So that's the reason I told you have to double cross check the first 4 digits and last 4 digits of your address whenever or wherever you're going to paste it. Next is this section. We have deposit auto channel 2. This is the next part I want to talk about. We have different profiles on our Bybit profile. The first is funding. Let's go and check them out one by one. So it's really easy. You come here to assets and click on this part over here, and it's all here. All the profiles you have. The first is your funding account. The funding account is the place where whenever I told you before, whenever you're gonna deposit a crypto or a fiat, it's gonna pop up here. So if you're gonna deposit a fiat, it's gonna be here. It has Russian rubles, it has Turkish lira, United States dollar, and so on. So these are the listing, and these are available on this platform, so you can directly fund your account, and it's gonna pop up here. Next is a spot account. What is a spot account? The spot account is the account that is mostly for investors. When you want to buy and hodl, which is equal for holding onto an asset, which I talked about it previously in my videos and in my how to become a trader course, but I'm gonna just point at it quickly. So if you want to buy an asset and hold on to it, let's say you're an investor and you want to invest on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other thing, or if you just if previously bring your fiat currency into the platform, and now another way to buy USDT or any other asset. For example, let's say you want to buy USDT, you can just come here and click on trade, just like that. Let's demonstrate it, and let's see how it's gonna get done. And it's gonna pop up here, USDT to euro. You can just click on it, and the chart will pop up for you, and you can just buy the amount of USDT you want. Okay, so how you can buy, it's really easy. Let's say you have some euro funded in your account, or Turkish lira, or US dollars. I told you before how to do that, but you come here, you go to market order. I'm going to talk about this different types of orders, don't worry, but you go to market order, and then you select the amount you want, or you can just enter it here. For example, let's say 100 euros, and then buy USDT, and then it's gonna go directly to your spot account. Let's go back to our profile, and the next thing is the derivatives account. This is the one that mostly we're looking for as traders, not investors, especially for trading on futures market and so on. So in here, whatever you're gonna do, whatever you want to buy, deposit, convert, whatever you want to do, trade on, it's gonna be here. And there is a little box over here. If you click on it, it's gonna hide the zero balances or really low balances. So because it's a zero account at the moment, it's not showing me any. And then we have another part. The USDC derivatives is more or less the same like the derivatives itself, but it's with USDC. But I recommend to go with USDT because it's most common, and the liquidity of the market is higher. So the next part is earn, which you can have some side hustle, some passive income in this part. For example, you have liquidity mining, dual assets, Ethereum, launch pool, and things like that, which are mostly not for traders, but you can just read the tutorials, and if you want to have some more passive income, you can just do that for yourself. But what we really want to do is to go to derivatives as traders. So here I go to derivatives, I go to USDT perpetual, and for example, I choose Bitcoin. What I wanna get to know is this page. This is the thing that you're gonna work on, and this is your, let's say, office over here. The first thing which I want to tell you is how to find the assets. So you can click up here and you can make your favorites, or if you want to search for something, so it's on the hot tab. So it's showing me the hot trendy pairs right now. You can see it's the first one is BTC to USDT pair, Ethereum to USDT USDT, BTC, USD, Pepe coin, and so on. You can make them favorite and they're gonna pop up here. Then previously I talked about TradingView platform. So it has different types of modes. You can put it on the standard, which I highly do not recommend. The TradingView is showing more depth and more details. So, but you know, trading with exchange chart is a little bit tricky because it's good. The animations are better, but I myself am used to TradingView. There are some benefits to it and some pros and cons. The pros are, so you can just have infinite number of indicators on the chart, which we really don't need that to either, because the messier our chart is, the harder it's gonna be for trading, so we don't want that. But the con of it is that you can't have lots of written indicators by developers, because TradingView platform itself is an open source platform, so you can just even write your own script and put it there, programmer/trader. But here you can only use the basic standard indicators. By the way, let's pause here. If you don't know how to use them, I talked about the basic ones previously in my video. You can find the link down in the description. Just enjoy it, all for free. And then we have the depth chart, so we don't want to just look at that. It's just giving you an overlook on the market. You can see the green means the buyers, the red is the sellers, and this is the depth of it. But it's so volatile because we are in a low time frame. And then here you can have a multi-chart option. If you are having a multi-setup screen, or you're connecting your laptop to a bigger screen, or you have two screens, whatever it is, you can just use this option here. Let me do it for you. So you can have 4 charts in front of you, for example, one Bitcoin on one time frame or another time frame, or different assets. Is up to you, up to your trading strategy. You can set it on triple mode even, so you can have 1 chart on the above and 3 on the bottom. TradingView, if you want to do that, you have to buy paid version plan, but in here you have that for free. So some pros and some cons, but overall for technical analysis, I myself am using TradingView, and I only coming to Bybit for taking my positions. Okay, the next thing, which is really important, and this is the part that we mostly want to work with, is this part over here, and this is our trading panel. Let's talk about different types of orders. First, limit order. What is a limit order? Let's get familiar with the concept of maker and taker. When you're going to the fees, let's say coming here and my fee rates. Let me click on it and I'm going to talk about it. As you can see, all types of trading, they have different types of fees, in which Bybit is one of the best, even in some cases better than Binance, the world's first biggest cryptocurrency exchange. But as you can see, if you're going to be a taker, you're going to pay this fee 0.06%. If you're going to be a maker, you're going to pay like 0.01%. So what is a taker and what is a maker? Let's get back to our chart and I'm going to explain it to you. It's really simple. I can remember when I wanted to learn myself how to trade, so many people made it so complicated. I was so confused. What is maker? What is taker? It's really simple. You see this order book here. These are the orders. As you can see, the red ones means that people are selling. As you can see, the candles is falling just like that, and you can see more volume as the red ones. And then the green ones, of course, it means buyers, people who are buying. If you're gonna take a limit order, it means that you have a prediction. Let's say on the chart here, I have a prediction that the price will come down here to this point, to this area, and I'm gonna set a limit order. Okay, so this gonna be like somewhere around, let me go to setting and increase the font just like that. So my prediction is that the price will go down to $26,140, let's say USDT. So this is my prediction. I'm gonna enter that here, and when I want to say, okay, when the price reaches here, I want to go long. So it's really easy. I'm gonna enter this amount, 26,140, and the amount of BTC I want to trade. You can just enter an amount that you want, or you can just choose 1, 25%, 50%, 70%, or 100% of your balance to enter the trade, and then open long or open short, whatever your prediction is. And then whenever the price is going to reach that point, that certain point, it's gonna enter the trade for you automatically. So you don't need to be at the chart. This is good for people who don't have so much of time sitting at the table, or they are busy doing other stuff. That's really good, and they want also to pay less fees. That's it. But the next option you really want to choose while you're trading limit is this part. So pause here, pause the video, take your time and read it, or just go to your Bybit or any other crypto exchange platform that you have and read it for yourself carefully. So you can set your order by quantity, you can set your order by cost, or you can set your order by value, which I'm always using the first option, which is easier for me and I used to it. That's all about it. And the next thing which I want to talk about before talking about TP, let's say take profit and stop loss, is here. The post only option. What is it? It says the post only order will only be executed as a maker order. So you're going to be a maker. It means you're going to pay less fees, as I told you before. If it can be executed immediately as a taker order, it will be automatically canceled. So what does it mean? It means that you're going to set a limit order for a long trade, and if you're and your order is going to be triggered if you are going to close your position as a market close, which I'm going to talk later on in this video. In that case, it's going to automatically make you a taker, not a maker. So instead of 0.06% of fees, you will be paying 0.01%. It maybe become tricky, but long story short, make it easier. Limit orders, you're going to predict the price and you're going to pay less fees. Market orders, you're going to, as you can see, you know, this order price is going to be disappeared. You're going to buy or sell or go long or short at the price of the market, which is here or slightly above it. You want to trade limits or market orders. But previously in my videos, I talked about the fact that if you want to be a scalper like me and trade in a high pace and trade fast quickly, your option is going to be market order, because in the scalping we cannot predict a certain point because we have lots of parameters which we want to check at a certain point, which we're going to be make sure with lots of parameters. Then we're going to say, okay, here I want to enter. So you cannot predict that exact point. In that case, you cannot predict that exact point. You cannot go limit. You can go enter the trade market order, pay a little bit more fee, but then you can come out of the market, which I'm going to show you, and close your position automatically by a limit order and make your fees less. So you're going to balance it somehow, and I'm gonna show you how. So it's just like the limit order, but you're not gonna predict anything. You're gonna just enter, for example, 100% of your available balance and just go long or short. And the next one is conditional, and it's just like the limit order, but it has a trigger price and order price. What is the difference? Let's say that here you can see this spike candle, for example, in like this one here. If you had a limit order here and the spike was just moving so fast and the volume of the market was not enough, I mean the market orders here, which is not happening so much in the in exchanges like Bybit. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you, insisting to trade on major crypto exchanges like Bybit, Binance, OKX, etc. is that sometimes the market is going to jump over your order. But with a trigger price and order price, you make sure that you're not going to lose that. Let's make an example. If you want to go long and your order price is, for example, here, the same thing I entered before, to 26,140 here, my trigger price is going to be slightly above it. So if the market is going to be, you know, going crazy up and down with the spikes, candles like those, first it's gonna trigger my position at this point, and when the price is going to reach the actual point that I was looking for, it's gonna just go long for me automatically. Again, it's not good for scalping because of the reasons I told you before. So that's all about it. For us as scalpers, market order is better. But for swing traders, you know, trading in any time frame in between 1 hour to 4 hours, and the positions are gonna take for like maybe days, weeks, even in some cases months, I highly recommend to go with limit orders or conditional orders. The next thing which I want to tell you is the leverages. Previously, I made videos about how to go for proper position sizing, how to balance our winning ratio with risk to reward ratio. I talked about all of these previously. You can just find the link down in the description. But here how is we do that. All of my videos I talked about leverages, but this is the part that you're going to set it. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend to just go with no leverage at all. But if you're into trading or you're a beginner but you did your market watch and you think you're ready to trade and you've been trading for a while with 1x leverage, then you can manage your leverage, position sizing, and risk to reward ratio, and of course your winning ratio with the videos I recorded before. But if you're a beginner, and of course maybe you are because you're watching this video, if you're not, there is no reason to watch this, go with no leverage at all. So you can just set different leverages even for long and short positions. And then we have two types of leverages: cross and isolated. What is cross? What is isolate? The cross margin mode, or let's say leverage mode, is, let's say you have two or more different positions, different assets. Let's say one on Bitcoin to USDT, one on Ethereum to USDT, one on BNB to USDT. And there are two, let's say you have two of them, Bitcoin and Ethereum. There are two ways. Let's say you are long on both of them, both on Bitcoin and Ethereum. What you can do, if you're using cross margin mode, it needs, if you go long and you have 10x leverage, for example, if the Bitcoin is going to go, the price of Bitcoin is going higher in your favor, then the Ethereum is going to in the same direction, and it's going to get you 10x leverage of profit. But if one of them is going up and one of them is going down and you're long, the other one which is going down is going down 10x too. So long story short, let's say you have $1,000 and you're gonna go long on Bitcoin with 50% of it, with like 500 USDT, and you go short on Ethereum with another 500 USDT, and you're using 10x leverage long. What is cross margin doing here is that if Bitcoin is going to hit your target point, the Ethereum is going to hit your stop loss point, it means you earn nothing, because you earned 10x with half of your account and you've lost 10x with another half of your account. And that's it. That's just a demonstration. Of course, it's not going to be exactly like this, but it's just an example for you to understand. I highly recommend do not use cross margin at all and go isolated and just manage your positions one by one. And if you're a beginner, I highly recommend, at least for the first year, or let's say even 2 years of your trading, do not have more than one position at a time, because you're here to learn, not to lose. That's all about the positions and how to set stop loss and target points. That's really easy. Let's say you're a scalper, you're here to enter with 100% of your account balance, and then here you can just click on take profit or stop loss, and as you can see, it's going to ask you if you want to set the stop loss for a long trade or for a short trade. That's really easy. Okay, I want to go long, I'm on long section. I want to go short, I'm going to be on short section. Then I'm going to enter my take profit, which I calculated before on my trading view platform, or you can just do it here on the chart of your exchange, and then you're going to enter your stop loss. But what I really want to take care of here is this section. You can just enter it here, or you can just enter some percentages. For example, if your risk to reward ratio is 2-to-1, you can say, okay, I want 10% for my TP and 5% loss for my stop loss. But I do not recommend it to do it like this. Just enter the amount that you did your analysis on your trading view or your exchange chart here. Next thing which I highly recommend to pay attention to is how the target point and stop loss is going to be triggered. Let's just click on it. It's just like the one before, the order by quantity. I told you it's going to be triggered by USDT percentage or USDT. Just leave it as it is. It's the easiest way. But what you really want to pay attention to is here. Do you want the target point or your stop loss is going to be on the last price of the order book, which you really don't want to do that. Why? Because the prices, as you can see, are changing massively, and in low time frames, especially when the market is volatile, it's not going to be the same as you predicted. It's good for time frames higher than 1 hour for swing traders. Then we have the index price, which the exact price at the certain moment on the order book. And the last one is the market price, which I highly recommend to do it like this, and then do the same for your stop loss. And here, this is the trick I told you before. You've entered your trade as a scalper with, I'm saying the scalper because this is this thing that most of people are looking for, because you want to trade in fast pace and you want to make multiple trades even per day and make as much money as you want. So being a scalper is the hardest thing, but it's most profitable thing. You've entered your trade, I told you before, as a market order, and you already paid a fee which is higher as a taker. But when you're doing this and you're setting your stop loss and target point here, and you set it on market like this, as I'm doing it right now, as I'm showing you, then your target point and stop loss point is going to be set as limit orders. And whenever each of them are going to be triggered, even it's going to be target point or stop loss, it's going to be considered as a maker fee, and you're going to pay less fees. It's going to be an average of a taker and maker fee. You're not always a taker, you're not always a maker. You are somewhere in between. That's how you're gonna keep the balance. The next thing which I want to point at is the funding rate here. Just take your moment and pause the video, or just go to the platform and read it for yourself. But I'm gonna just quickly point out that the funding fees will be exchanged between long and short positions holders every 8 hours. Please note that the funding rate will fluctuate in real time every 8 hours, which are here in the order book, and you can see them here. If the funding rate is positive upon settlement, long position holders will pay short position holders. If the funding rate is negative, short position holders will pay long position holders. So just really easy. You have to pay attention to this too, but if it is mostly for people who are trading in higher time frames. So for scalpers, it doesn't make that much of difference, because you know it's 0.0074%, which is almost nothing. The next thing which I want to point at is your calculator here. You can use it or you can't use it, it depends on you. But if you're a scalper, you won't have the time to do this, and I'm going to show you a trick how to find it. Your liquidity price is really important. Your target price, profit and loss, you did it previously. I showed you how to do that on TradingView, and in my previous videos I told you you can find the link down in the description. But here and now, what you want to calculate, if you're trading in higher time frames, let's say higher than 1 hour, you can come here, enter everything, the leverage you're trading in, the quantity that you're trading in, and everything you want to say, just to tell it, and it's going to calculate your liquidity price. So you want your stop loss to be slightly in long positions above that and in short positions below that. So of course you don't want to liquidate yourself. And it's going to calculate for isolated and cross, so make sure to set it on isolated, and I told you why before. But when you're gonna open, for example, a long trade, and you want to set stop loss and target points, because this is a zero account, there is no funds on it, it's not showing me. But when you're gonna fund your account, it's gonna pop here and show you text that your liquidity price is going to be that much. So it's going to calculate it for you automatically. You don't need to use that calculator. So that's all about it too. Then you have down here your positions, your current orders, order histories. So you have everything to check them all here, and that's all about it. The other thing which I want to point at and is essential to know is that if you fund your account, as I told you before, the money is going directly to your spot account. So you have to transfer it here and use the option transfer, and transfer it from one of your profiles to derivatives account. But as I told you before, when you want to deposit some, if you already have some coins and you want to deposit it here, there was an option here. Let's say we want to deposit some USDT to our account, and when I want to do it, for example, from my BTC Torque account, and I want to bring it here, I can ask my Bybit account to do it directly to my derivatives account, because I'm not doing spots, I'm not doing any other types of trading, so I'm going derivatives. So when it's going to be transferred, it's going to be transferred directly to my derivatives account, and it's ready to go trading. So that's all about it. That's all about how to work with Bybit account, Bybit exchange, how to work with any other platform exchange. Is just like this, no different. Especially if you want to work on, you want to trade on Binance, it's exactly like Bybit. They are just like each other, and the rest of them are just more or less, the animations are a little bit different, but more or less they are all the same. The only difference is the volume being traded on them and the liability. So that's all about it. I have lots of tricks and tips for you. I can even show you how to use the mobile application. So if you want to know them, just leave it in the comments, ask me to do it for you, and if there will be enough recommendations, I'm gonna just do it and you gonna enjoy it. I hope you found some value to this video. If you did, please hit the like button, share my video with your friends who are keen to know all about this unknown world of trading, of course about cryptocurrencies. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it right away, and by turning on the notification bell, you're gonna be the first to be informed when I'm uploading a new video, which I'm doing on daily basis. Thank you so much for watching.